I guarantee you that. He's driving that car as hard as it can be driven.
Look at Bourdais, beautiful run by him, looking really solid in third place. Pruitt hanging in there. Donahue is coming back. Action Express, the engineering team, have done a brilliant job with their cars in race trim. They have been phenomenal here today at the Glen.
Sebastian Bourdais is going to complete the IZOD IndyCar series on the road and street course races for the rest of this year. But Sebastian, come back and play with us in Grand Am anytime you like, mate. What a drive today.
You know what's good about it? Not only is he fast, but he's fast. He's really aware of the cars around him. He runs clean. He's just doing the job he's paid to do.
1.5 seconds the lead now between Barbosa and Gurney. Gurney took nearly 0.4 of a second out of that lead on that last lap as they both encountered traffic.
6 3/4 minutes to go. Can Alex Gurney and his Red Dragon do anything about Joao Barbosa? 2 Corvettes, one-on-one, head-to-head for victory here. Gurney and Fogarty have done it before, but the Action Express men have not. There's the second Action Express car. David Donahue behind the wheel. Terry Borchella, his co-driver now. Good job from those boys. Solid team effort from the 5 and the 9.
Really solid job, and everyone raised their eyebrows when they had the switch up with the teammates just a few races ago. It brought immediate success at Detroit, and I think has really lit a fire underneath this team. It has really changed the whole dynamic. There's a spring in their step. They've got good race cars underneath them, and the driver pairings are working well.
Running in that 60th anniversary for the Chevrolet Corvette. Special livery they brought out at Detroit, and that change in livery and change in driver lineup brought a change in their success.
Robin Liddell's doing a good job leading. Bill Arberlin looks like he gapped him a little bit more. Again, Bill was right up behind him a little while ago. Robin has opened the distance. Could have been some traffic that helped there.
And these guys as well, we talked about the issues with the GT tires this weekend. They had to make some adjustments with their camber settings, their tire pressure settings. Well, these guys, 22 laps on the board, are now running lap times within 1/10 of a second of their fastest of the race. I mean, just a brilliant job. The ambient temperature dropped a little bit here today for race day Dorsey, and has really brought these tires right into their sweet spot.
That was a godsend. That drop in temperature made all the difference. Yesterday was quite hot. Had a lot of tire problems. Not today. Today's got a nice cold breeze. It's keeping that track temperature down is what it's doing.
The wounded FXDD Ferrari of championship leader Jeff Siegel and Emil Asentato. What is this going to do for the championship lead if they stay as they are? Robin Liddell will gain 5 more points on Siegel and Asentato. The lead will be down to 16. Look at this fight here, though, for 4th. Ronnie Bremer is holding off Jonathan Bomarito in the 70 of the Black Mazda, and Guy Cosmo. He's looking for redemption. The things that went wrong on the streets of Belle Isle in Detroit, he wants to prove that our ESM Patron team can get a good result here in Grand Am.
Well, remember their strategy call when we were about to go back to green. They brought that 03 car down that was running in second spot to top him up with fuel. They felt if we went green the rest of the way, we wouldn't make it. They were on the same fuel strategy as everyone else. The extended yellow basically hurt them in their decision, so they're having to fight their way back through the pack.
If you're a Gurney fan, if you're a Bob Stallings Gainscoat Red Dragon fan, start cheering your boy on with 4 minutes to go. Alex has brought it down to 1.3 seconds. Is it too little, too late? Can he do it, Dors?
Well, he's consistently the quickest car on the racetrack. Can he do it? He can get there. He's already there. Can he pass? That's going to be a different story.
Bourdais just set his fastest lap of the race at 1:43.1. That is quicker by 2 or 3 tenths over the 2 leaders. Don't out Sebastian Bourdais in the 8 machine either.
And wouldn't that be something?
Can you believe this? In this 6-hour race, it's going to come down to the final 3.5 minutes to decide and determine a winner.
And a lot of GT traffic in front of these guys. They're going to get to it, and they're going to get to it at the worst place, right up there going into the inner loop.
Remember the 99 car had a horrendous run through traffic there for a couple of laps. Now established this big lead that Barbosa has. He's caught one right there. That's not good. Here comes Gurney. He's got a charge going. He should be able to clear that Mazda before the brake zone for the inner loop, no problem.
Goes to the inside, takes a shorter route around. It's going to give him a little run.
I can tell you that gap is less than 1.3 seconds now. It's about 0.8 of a second. There's not much between it. Barbosa's going to feel like what it was like when he was applying the pressure to Alex Gurney.
He's wringing the neck of that number 9 machine. He was sideways there. He had opposite lock coming through the inner loop there as he went over that curb. He's got another GT car right in the middle of the apex. Here comes Gurney. Can he return the favor in the same corner where Joao Barbosa took the lead?
He's going to wait, he's going to bide his time, he's got to get around and clear that 59 Porsche. Does so effectively, get the power down, get a run out of the boot. Climb that hill. You've only got a couple of laps to go, Alex Gurney.
He's got some grip, the car has worked, and he tightened his hands and still was able to get the power down without it squirming around on the rear end. This is really tight. Barbosa now has his work cut out to keep the lead.
Gary Nelson and then Bob Stallings, the men behind these teams, Action Express and Gainsco. They both want to be victorious at the Glen. They've got the upper hand on Ganassi. It's a huge boost for both of them, but who's going to do it? 2 minutes to go in this 6-hour race, and it's Corvette versus Corvette.
Alex gets
2 laps.
Yeah, he's going to get a good run down this front straightaway. One of the best places to pass is in turn 1. Not enough room right there. They're going to run into a whole mess of traffic on the last lap, probably.
And if they were 10 seconds further down the road, they'd have probably got the white flag. But with 1:50 on the board, they're going to give them this plus 1 more. So 2 laps for Gurney to get the lead.
This is where Alex has got to look ahead. He's got to look right past that car he wants to pass. He got to look at the GT cars and see, how am I going to get through this? Where's my hole to get into?
Cleared 1. There's 3 up ahead, though.
Watch this. Can Gurney just time it through here? Barbosa is balked. Look at this. There's a traffic jam right in front of the leaders of this race. What can Gurney do?
Pick your line. Pick your line. You've got to be decisive. Where do you do it? Alex has got to go. Oh, that's bad timing.
The 73 went to move outside of the Mazda and cost Alex Gurney big.
They are coming to white. There's 1.5 laps to run in this motor race, and that hurt the Red Dragon big time.
Patrick Lindsay there did not see the second DP car coming. He tried to get around the Mazda. That really hurt Alex Gurney.
He wanted to go up that inside, but there was no room. There was no way they were going to let him in there. But he got hurt by it.
Let's show you what happened. What are we talking about? Keep your eyes on the Porsche, the Mazda.
Watch the little move there by the 73. He tries to jink to the outside. Gurney had to go the wide way around, had to lift.
They put him in a dirty area. Look at Bob Stallings, the reaction to it.
It's tense down there on those pit boxes, and why wouldn't it be? The Salem 6 hours of the Glen is on the line. It has been a nightmare season for these boys, the 99. The car they're chasing, they've already been to victory lane. They did it in Detroit. These guys are desperate for a win.
Now we're going to have a one-lap shootout like we've never seen.
1 to go. Has Gurney got something? It's been a terrific drive by both cars, by both drivers, by both co-drivers. Either would be deserved winners for sure. And in GT, Stevenson Motorsport, they started on the pole, but it was with the 75, not the 57. Is Robin Liddell and John Edwards going to drive to victory lane? They've got the margin over Turner Motorsport's Billy Orberlin. Hanging in there.
Yeah, without a mistake right now, they've got it in the bag. You can't make up that much ground without a mistake.
Liddell's had 4 podiums this year. He hasn't had the win. He's looking good for today, but he's still got a lap to drive.
Gurney is not giving up, I can tell you that. Look at the attitude of that car through the inner loop. Alex still believes he has a chance on Joao Barbosa.
And there is traffic to deal with, and that always is the determining factor on the last lap.
And you know what? They're not in the championship race, the 99 boys, so let's throw caution to the wind. Let's go for it. A quarter of a lap left to run. Can Gurney do it, or can Barbosa hold on?
They both have nothing to lose. Joao Barbosa is still in the thick of the points, but remember, his teammate Darren Law has more points than he with that driver switch, so Joao Barbosa cannot win this driver championship. He wants to win races. He's going to hang on for all he's got here in these final few turns.
What a comeback from lost ground by Alex Gurney. There's traffic ahead.
Man.
This is not over yet. This is road racing at its best.
They're going to get the traffic at the worst place on this racetrack, right before start-finish line, determining who's going to win this race.
Who are you cheering for? Who do you think's going to do it? This famed event has delivered an incredible finish. It's Chevrolet Corvette 1 and 2. It's Action Express versus Gainsco. I think Barbosa's got enough. To the line he has. Action Express are in victory lane. Barbosa and Law, their first victory in this classic event. How about that?
What a fantastic race. Great job by everyone there on the podium today. Joao, Alex, and Sebastian, brilliant drives.
Hey, Gary Nelson, you can smile now. The pressure is off. It's going to be a magical day for Chevrolet. They've got the win in Daytona Prototypes and just a few more corners for GT. Robin Liddell is going to keep his championship hopes well and truly alive with a victory in just a matter of moments.
He's got to climb out of the toe of the boot here. It's an uphill run. He's got to get all the way up through and onto that front straightaway. He's got enough speed at hand, certainly enough distance.
So, guess what? While we wait for the GT winner to come across the line, that 9 car got the points in the North American Endurance Championship at the 3-hour mark. It gets the other maximum points at the 6-hour mark. What a day for the number 9.
20 points in that championship. That is a massive move by that team. They came into this North American Endurance Championship round 2, I believe, in 5th spot, and that is huge.
Robin Liddell has been waiting 6 years to go back to victory lane at the Salem 6 Hours of the Glen. It's his 2nd win. It'll be John Edwards' 1st win in the 6 hour. Well done to Stevenson Motorsports. They're back in this championship chase, big time. And Mike Johnson thanks his men for the Turner Motorsport boys, Billy Johnson, Paul Delalana and Bill Orbelin. That's a good 2nd place